Really quickly before this video starts, yesterday was this channel's 4-year anniversary, and I just really wanted to say thank you for watching these videos and subscribing to this YouTube channel. I got a couple things coming up that are definitely gonna be interesting to say the least. Now on to the video.
Now, let's do this one more time. Yes, I'm doing the Spider-Verse thing. My name is Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool. No relation to Slade Wilson. And after being the first case of a horrible live-action recreation, a Canadian guy who isn't great at acting in superhero movies and might have leaked some test footage of a real Deadpool movie. My movie. After a few great jokes and deathly deserved murders, getting the girl, losing the girl, getting the girl again, in time travel, I am now the main character of the MCU!
After 2 years from the original announcement, the worst was revealed. Scott said the movie was back to square one. After many delays, setbacks, and some stuff with the movie industry as a whole, the movie needed to be redone. But a bad thing this was not. He would from now on be 100% involved in this new version, so the movie could be perfect for the fans of the series. Just like me. He also mentioned that 2017 would be a great year for the movie. Well...
Oh, you bitch. How could you fucking film me? I know you're filming, you bitch. Technology. Ugh.
Okay, I'm gonna get sturdy.
Tyranitar can destroy mountains. He's basically the Godzilla of the Pokemon world. I don't think the lions can kill him. But if they do, he would probably kill a few thousand beforehand. I guess he could choke on them? That is, unfortunately, all the information we have about the film at this time. No matter how much I really want to see it, no matter how much I want to see the design, no matter how much I want more information about this film, we have no more.
Hey guys, another beautiful day out here. We're getting ready to go down to the beach. We're gonna swing by, pick up some coffee. Holy cow!
Man! Oh my god! Oh my god!
See that thing?
Yes!
And the screen goes black, but the best character returns to give us one last saxophone solo into the credits. Mike does not even seem to be the same Mike in the games, who was later revealed not to be Mike Smith, but Mike Afton, the son of Purple Guy. He will be played by Josh Hutcherson, known as PETA in the Hunger Games, Walter in Zathura, A Space Adventure, and I thought he starred in more big movies than this. Weird. Well anyways, now for the Purple Guy. Mr. Afton got many fan castings while we waited for the announcement. We got everything from Willem Dafoe to, well, that's the only one I can actually remember. Pretty much everyone wanted Dafoe to play Purple Guy. His performance as Green Goblin definitely proved he could play Purple Guy. But the person who we got might even be better. In my opinion, he is better. The purple stabby stabby guy is gonna be played by the one and only Ultra Instinct Shaggy. That's right. The man who was so good at playing live action Shaggy, they kept him around for the animated movies. He also played Dennis in 13 Ghosts, and Stu Marker, the first Ghostface, in the Scream movie. That's right, we're talking about the legendary Matthew Lillard. And all the memes that came from his casting are almost as good as the casting itself.
This movie is being made by the same person who made Always Sunny on 3rd Street, which had a Godzilla cameo, giving us the first ever CG Godzilla. Also, it's a really good design.
Which is arguably the first CGI Godzilla. That one does not count. Then there is probably the script that would make a lot of people happy. It was called the Cassidy script. Here's my explanation of it. Lore, 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 and even more lore.
Oh, 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 oh. I made a tweet about furries. People said, what the fuck? Delete this, please. I probably should have done that. That tweet was wrong, but instead, oh, whoa, I made it a song. Oh, whoa, we're halfway there. Oh, whoa, no, this is your bullshit.
Theory 4. Deadpool tries to stop Wolverine from dying in Logan. In the journey of trying to save Logan, Deadpool and Logan would go on a journey across the multiverse, where Deadpool learns that not all things are meant to last forever. Then he moves to the MCU or something. I don't really know that part. Maybe he sees it as a ending to the Fox universe and he leaves for a new home. I don't know. This theory is pretty good. I also like the part where the main plot is about letting things go, like Vanessa, Wolverine, and the entire Fox universe. A Deadpool 3 like this would be a great send-off to the Fox universe as a whole, and a great ending to the Fox universe story. And maybe for Deadpool 2. Now that I'm thinking about it, Deadpool might also see this as the end of his story, and stay in the Fox universe as it dies. Now I need to make a 5th theory with a happy ending.
Do you really think he said that? No. He edited to seem like it. Fucking loser.
When Muck walks, maybe he slithers. I don't think he has feet. Whenever he moves around, plants die. And it's footprints? I don't see feet.
Years later, in the great year of 2019, Warner Brothers decided they had to make some money off of this rejected FNAF script, so they changed it to the Banana Splits horror movie, with a lot of gore, a lot of cheesy dialogue, just to make a generally fun movie to watch. And it came out on the Sci-Fi Channel, just like Sharknado. It changed the people in suits to animatronics, but it still looked like people in suits. Because it was. The kills are gory and sometimes unique. The story is nothing special, but it works with the silly premise. As a Banana Splits horror reboot, it's fine. But if Warner Brothers did a FNAF movie like this, well, I can see why Scott moved over to Blumhouse.
Gaios, Jiger, and Zygara. Something like that. I swear I'm a Gamera fan.
Then Gamera vs. Gorak, aka Knifehead. Then Gamera vs. Jiger, which actually seems interesting. Then Gamera vs. Zygara.
The final dark story from the internet is the Mandela Catalog. This series is about the Mandela County and the mysterious things that have happened there. They have these things called alternates. These are creatures that kill humans and then transform to take their place. This show has a whole lot of lore as well, from Gabriel the Angel being one of these entities to a different creature stealing kids by using the TV. I could make a 1-hour video just covering all these mysteries in the show. But long story short, it's a very scary online show that is extremely good. Now, I have one last thing to ask you. Do you think your skin is truly yours? What? How do you think a caterpillar was even gonna kill one lion?
For the past 9 years, one game has taken the world by storm. It alone inspired many others to create games, music, and even movies. It shaped the very internet we dive into every day. With millions of fans behind this game. Why did it take 8 years for a movie to get made about this game? That's right, I'm talking about the Lego Five Nights at Freddy's. After years of waiting, in a few days, the movie is finally coming out. But why did it take so long? Many things happened. Believe me. Many things. Whoa! Godzilla stuff! The first set photos of the Monarch Legacy of Monsters show has finally been released, along with the plot. Following the tremendous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco in Godzilla 2014, and the shocking revelation that monsters are real, Monarch Legacy of Monsters tracks two siblings following in their father's footsteps to uncover their family's connection to the secretive organization known as Monarch. Clues lead them into the world of monsters and ultimately down the rabbit hole to Army Officer Lee Shaw. The dramatic saga, spanning 3 generations, reveals burned secrets and the ways that earth-shattering events can reverberate through our lives. This show is going to be exclusively on Apple TV, and unfortunately there's no release date set for this project. But with set photos and the plot coming out, we can probably expect the trailer soon, which will give us a release date. The Godzilla looks so cool!
Saw.
Lost Orb.
Venus saw.
And either way, there is always the possibility that the lions do kill all these legendaries, along with all the Pokemon, including Charizard. There's just always going to be that possibility. I guess I can't win this argument. I can't think of anything that could stop the lions from winning. Even if it's just a 1% chance that they win, they can still win. I guess I've been beaten. Wait, there might just be one way the lions have no chance of winning. I've gone through flying Pokemon, fire Pokemon, ghosts, gods, even someone with diamond skin. Everything except for one Pokemon. There exists one, so powerful, he could win this argument. This Pokemon comes from Generation 6, specifically Pokemon Y. In the game, the main villain tries to destroy the world by using this Pokemon. This is Yveltal, the Destruction Pokemon. This one Pokemon is the only thing stopping the 1 billion lions from having even the smallest chance at winning. You see, if Yveltal goes down to the lions, it's all over. When this Pokemon life does come to an end, it absorbs all the other life force in the world, turning into a cocoon. It's basically a phoenix that kills everything with it. There's no way the lions can win. The best they can get is a tie. Yveltal is the only thing stopping the lions from having a single chance at winning. Checkmate.
And this one stars Nicolas Cage. It's called Willy's Wonderland, and while definitely inspired by FNAF, it's not a ripoff. It feels more like a fan game than anything else, but as a movie. It takes place in a town in which a murder spree happened at Willy's Wonderland. Very similar to, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. But right before the cops get to the murderers, they ritually off themselves and become the animatronics through satanic cult magic? Now, years later, the town has to trick people to go and work at Willie's to satisfy the killer animatronic's bloodlust, or else they will hunt down the townspeople. Nicolas Cage rolls in one day and gets tricked into working at Willie's Wonderland, but unknown to the people and the animatronics, he is very much not defenseless. Kinda looks easy to kill them after watching Cage work his magic. If you like Nicolas Cage and FNAF, definitely give this movie a chance. And yes, Nicolas Cage does not talk throughout the entire movie. But that wasn't because of money or anything, that was the choice of the director. And Nicolas Cage literally fought the studio to keep that choice. Very fun movie, I would recommend it. This might just be one of, if not the best Godzilla movie made yet. Spoiler review! This is 100% the best Godzilla movie I've seen in my life.
But Pokemon don't just have ghosts. They have God. Literal God. The almighty And last but not least, I feel like Godzilla should have been in. I don't think this one is too likely. First off, Deadpool
Whatever he's about to say, I would never.
would not do this.
I would like to officially take back my previous statement.
Because of my obvious bias over Godzilla, most would expect me to say that the Godzilla movie coming out this year would be the better of the two. But no, Gamera will be. Will Godzilla 0 be great? Yes, but we have an overabundance of Godzilla content at this time. That's not a bad thing. It's fantastic that I mean that we live in a world with so much new Godzilla content, but that's not the same for Gamera. After years of having not so good movies, Gamera hit its prime with the Heisei trilogy. Then Gamera the Brave came out as an anniversary project. Then nothing. Many people have waited 17 years for this new Gamera to come out, and that is what truly makes Gamera Rebirth greater than Godzilla 0. Yes, Godzilla 0 might be better, but Gamera Rebirth is the turtle's grand return. Now, just maybe, we could get the movie that we have all been waiting for longer than a new Gamera. Godzilla vs. Gamera.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay if I don't want that. It also full of bacon. Whopper, any Whopper, my way, Whopper, my way.
The last theory is very similar to the murder theory. Actually, it's the same, except this one actually has an ending. Tara killed John. Well, now we're going full FNAF. Did his power run out, or did he forget to check Pirate's Cove?
Well, that was a fun movie. I'm really glad I finally got to see Godzilla in a horror light again. I wonder if there's any other way to do it, though. Well, I guess I'll never know.
He would have to kill Vanessa. You know, the main plot of the 2 Deadpool films.
In 2015, 1 year after Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and sometime before the sequel, Scott would announce something no one saw coming. A Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Coming from everyone's favorite studio, Warner Brothers. God, you just gotta love them. Right? They've never done anything bad. They've never done anything that made people mad at all.
I don't know how to respond to that.
How are you gonna respond to that?
I whip my hair back and forth. 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 I whip my hair back.
Back in the day, there was this guy named Scott. He liked making fun Christian games for children, but reviews were not good. Most said that the characters didn't look friendly, but they looked scary, almost like something from a Stephen King movie, one might say. This kinda ticked him off a little bit. He might have even said something like, "You want scary? I'll show you scary." And then he made Five Nights at Freddy's. The character stories are fantastic. You don't know how many Godzilla movies just have bad stories for the characters where they just care about the big monsters. Obviously, the big monsters are the main focus of the movies, but it's always nice to have some character story in there too that's actually good. And Godzilla Minus One did that the best out of any Godzilla movie I've seen, which I've seen all of them.
No.
The first script was nicknamed the F script. This had some teens breaking into Freddy's and, well, I think you know what happens next. So why was this not used? Well, apparently by the end, the group would have ended up in a secret underground animatronic factory that was designing robots for the government. That's definitely not FNAF.
Mr. Matrix, with the 10,000 bits. If a bed bug lives in a bed, then where do cockroaches live? Well...
This next spooky thing comes from Korea. Thanks a lot, Mark. This dark thing is called the elevator game. This is a game that takes you to a different dimension. There are 2 requirements. You have to use an elevator with at least 10 levels, and no one can interrupt you while you play this game. Here are the 3 simple steps. Step 1. Enter the elevator on the 1st floor and go to the 4th floor. Step 2. Once at the 4th floor, go to the 2nd floor. Step 3. Now go to the 6th floor. Finally, I've completed the 3 steps. I'm in a different dimension. Step 4. Now go back to the 2nd floor. More than 3 steps? Hopefully there aren't too many steps. Step 5. When there, it's time to go to the 10th floor. Step 6. Now go to the 6th floor. Once you do get to the 6th floor, a woman will get into the elevator with you, and she will try to get your attention. Ignore her. If you don't, she will drag you to a fate worse than death. Step 7. Now go back to the 1st floor. If you start going up to the 10th floor instead, you have entered the new dimension. Yes, a new place to...
And there was obviously many small nods to older Godzilla films that will definitely excite longtime fans like me. But that's not what actually made this movie good, unlike, you know, not to make anyone mad, but Spider-Man No Way Home. The Ghost Tracker script is exactly what you think it is. Ghost hunters go to Freddy's, and then, like in almost all of these scripts,
Frog.
although I would be lying if I said I didn't like most of those bad movies. Not all, but most. I'm looking at you two.
From all the Easter eggs to the animation itself, I'd say this movie was a success, but it didn't need to jump over that high of a bar or anything. No, get back. I said get back! After people saw that, many of her fans tried to reach out to Kate in the comment section. Some also said that she attempted to use Morse code in the video. This was later disproven by multiple people who actually know Morse code.
But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. Thanks for watching.